Looking for a strategy on YouTube. So today I'm going to share my strategy on YouTube as I go forward on my new channel. This is day 4 on my new channel, and I did some research on content creation and a lot of other YouTube creators that are similar to me. And I picked some points of strategy that I think is important and that I'm going to use going forward. So I decided that this time, as it is my second channel, second time I'm trying this, try to build something on YouTube, this time I'm going to be more strategic. So the first thing I'm going to try out is, or I'm already trying out, is picking one niche to start with. I think the previous time I was all over the place, and I was just publishing about different things in different niches, and obviously that doesn't work. So this time I'm focusing on one niche, although I'm not 100% sure where I'm going with it. I'm just staying in the new YouTube content creator niche, and if it evolves into something else, great. But for now, I'm just going to stay with that because I'm not 100% sure in what direction I want to go in. But I do want to start something. So I started, and for now, my niche is content creation on YouTube. And, that might pivot into something else. But for now, I'm focusing on one niche. The second thing I want to focus on is search intent. When I make videos, I want to make videos that is based on a search term. Now, of course, I'm not going to get every video perfect in that way, but I'm going to try to get majority of my videos created focused on search and not trends. I previously was in the publishing industry, and one thing I learned there, because Amazon is also a search engine, just like YouTube is a search engine, right? So when I started my publishing career, which was my previous business, as a new publisher, you have to focus on search terms because people go to Amazon and then they type in what they are looking for. And YouTube is exactly the same, right? So I think it just makes sense to prioritize search in the beginning, at least for the first 50 videos or so. And so I think search is important, finding keywords that people are searching for and putting that in your title and in your video. So I'm going to focus on search, not trends. Now, I know a lot of people might say, well, a lot of gurus say you should go on trends, to ride the wave of other success. I think maybe I can try that out later, but for now, I just want to focus on search. So finding good keywords and then making videos around those topics. The next thing I'm going to use in my strategy is just to commit for at least 50 videos before I start making big changes or pivot or anything like that. This is day 4 for me, week 1. So I don't know much yet. And, of course, I've done some research. I've learned from my mistakes in my previous channel, which didn't last long. That was like a month. And yeah, so this time it's a new channel. I'm committing for 50 videos before I judge what's happening. So I think 50 videos is the goals for now before I pivot into anything else. The next thing in my strategy is to optimize for watch time, right? So I think, if you have a great thumbnail, that's good. But if people don't watch the video, then, I'm not building those hours watched. And I think that is very important, not just for monetization, but also that the YouTube algorithm can get some idea of what your channel is about. And if people like it, and, all the other variables that goes with that. So I'm optimizing for watch time and trying to add as much value as I can into a video. again, this is week 1, so this is something I'm building towards. The next thing I'm trying to do is batch create content. So whenever I have time, I'm gonna try and make like 2 or 3 videos, so I don't fall behind on my goals. So I know that's not always possible because, you know, we get busy with other things like work, and you know, sometimes we don't have time to batch create content, but whenever I do have time, I'm going to try and make a few videos so I can just stay ahead of schedule. Next, I'm going to prioritize good thumbnails and titles. You know, again, to reference my previous career in self-publishing, when I published books on Amazon, you know, the best performing books were ones who had good covers and good titles. I think it's exactly the same in YouTube, obviously a little bit different, but you either have a good title or a good thumbnail, or at least one of them, right? So maybe a good title or a good thumbnail, but both is obviously ideal, so that's important to focus on. And then next, analyze what's working and double down on what's working. So obviously it's still early, right? I'm in week 1, but a few weeks in, I can start looking at the analytics and figure out what's working, where I'm making mistakes, and then whatever's working, just double down on that. And the last thing I'm going to focus on is to post consistently. Right? I know everybody, including myself, is very, very excited in the beginning, you know, to get the channel started, to put up a banner on your channel, and you know, you get motivated in the beginning, but you know, motivation fades. So I guess there has to be a larger goal in your YouTube channel for you to keep on going. So for me is to obviously create a stream of income through YouTube. So for me to reach that goal, I need to post consistently. That's very important, right? I have to stay consistent. It's one of the things that everybody talks about, is to being consistent, whether that's twice a week, 4 times a week, or you know, daily. Whatever your schedule is, I'm going to try and be consistent, and I recommend, if you're watching this, you doing the same. Whatever time you have, post consistently. So more or less, this is my strategy going into this YouTube building project, and this is going to be my strategy for the first 50 videos before I pivot if I have to. So I hope that you found this video valuable, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next one.